To view the set point on your DICSL controller, you simply need to press the set button. Once you press it, it's going to give you the current set point. This is the temperature at which the furnace is satisfied or has met the call for heat. The DICSL controller also has two other functions that we deal with the Woodmaster furnace. The first is the hysteresis. This is the temperature, or the differential temperature. This number minus the set point will equal the temperature that the furnace comes back on when there's a call for heat. The example would be if the furnace is set at 170 degrees with a 10 degree hysteresis, it will restart at 160 degrees. If you change the set point, the hysteresis will follow it. Example being, if you change it to 180 degrees, the furnace will now kick back on at 170 degrees. To view this or to change it, you simply press the set and the down key at the same time. Once HY is on the screen, you can now view the numbers accordingly. If you press the set button, it will show us 10. Our hysteresis is currently set at 10. We press it again, the set button that is, you get ALL. This is the low alarm temperature. This is the temperature which that the furnace shuts off because it's out of fuel. You press the number again, it's factory set at 120 degrees. This is the temperature that the furnace will shut off because it's out of fuel. And this allows, it's a feature unique to the Woodmaster line of furnaces because it allows the furnace to shut down and not be injecting cold air into a heat exchanger, which your backup system may be competing against. No sense running a fan if you don't need it. To change the set point of your DICSL controller, you simply press and hold the set button until the F starts to flash. Now you can change your temperature to whatever your desired temperature is, between 100 and 180 degrees. Once you've changed your setting, you always follow up by hitting the set button again, which will then lock in your setting. At first startup of your Woodmaster, you're going to see the screen is showing you similar to this. It's going to flash the letters DA, water temperature, and then LA. What the DA stands for is a digital alarm. In this case, it's a low alarm, which means the temperature is below 120 degrees. When you initially start the furnace, nothing's going to happen, even though you can turn the fan on. Turn the fan on. We still have no fan until we hit the set key on the digital display. Now our furnace will start. We have to reset that. As you notice, once we reset it, the LA still remains. The LA will continue to flash until the temperature rises to above 140 degrees. And now the LA went away. This is typical, and it is normal, and it's what you'll see when you initially fire your furnace. If you come to the furnace and it's flashing that, it means that the temperature has been below 120 degrees and you need to reset the furnace. Another feature of the DICSL controller, if you wish to see how warm your furnace has gotten, let's say you may suspect that it may be overheating, something's causing it to do that. If you simply press the up key, it's going to give you the letters HI and the highest temperature that the furnace has been at since it was last reset. I'm going to repeat that by simply pressing the up key. You get the high. And if I now press and hold the set key till the control flashes RST 3 times, I've now reset that temperature. By resetting it from this point on, I can see how warm the temperature of the furnace, how hot the furnace got in that time frame. So if you suspect it may be having a flap hang up or something, this is a way to troubleshoot it. You can also do the same with the down key. If you press the down button, it gives you the lowest temperature that the furnace has been since it's been reset. Another feature to the DICSL controller, let's say you're concerned about somebody changing your set points or you don't want them to get lost. If you simply press the up and the down key together, POF means that the programming is locked off. Now I can view all the settings. I can view my set point, but I cannot change it. It's locked in. To reverse it, repeat the process. Pressing the up and down key simultaneously till PON comes on. Your programming is now on. Another thing you may or not witness on your DICSL controller is this alarm comes up. P1DA. DA stands for a digital alarm, and the digital alarm in this case is P1. P1 means that it cannot read the temperature probe. The temperature probe is located in the back of your unit. It looks like this. It's not exactly how it is on a furnace, but it looks something like this. This is the thermistor probe. P1 means that your controller cannot read this. Very simple to locate. It's in a dry well, slides out just like this. You may need to replace this. It's very common after power outages or any overheat episode. Because of the nature of a thermistor probe, the light wires will get damaged. So if you see a P1, it means your thermistor probe has failed. Okay, the Woodmaster has a green light which tells you that's full of water. It's simply activated by a float mechanism which is located actually behind the service light, which is located on the front of your Woodmaster furnace. You'll find if you open up the furnace, you simply remove the two outside corner pieces and roll down the gabled end of the tin. You will find this mechanism screwed into the top of the furnace. You do not need to drain water to access this because it's on the top of the barrel. It's very simple. It's just a float. It floats on the water. When it raises up, it turns the light on. When it drops, it shuts the light off. And we can just demonstrate that really quickly. As you can see, the light comes on and off. That's what it is. Periodically, these may fail due to slag or water scale may build up on the shaft and the float can't float. It's as simple as taking it apart and cleaning it if you know where it is and how to do it.